I'm actually editing these videos out of the order that they were shot in, but whatever. So in the last one, I was blue and green throughout. So I wanted to fix it. And somehow I became orange throughout this one. So I'm real Trump-like right now. Okay, so I was editing this and it felt very wrong. I couldn't figure out why. I thought it was because I'd lost some clips, so I had a half explanation. And then I decided, or at least hoped, that in one of those lost clips was an introduction, because I'm missing it. So here it is. When I first decided to do it, I got excited and I made a recipe. And I liked it, but I thought it could, I can't even remember what I thought it could be more of. But then I was like, I have no idea what oil is in charge of that. Or what oil I need to reduce, what oil I need to increase, any of that. Because I don't know what these things do individually. So, okay, let me start from the beginning. Okay, so I'm making liquid soaps of a single fat so that I know the quality of that liquid soap before I start formulating, like making formulas from it. And online, when I've looked before, I just haven't seen that many people make liquid soap from scratch. And so unlike all those nice charts that they have for bar soap where it goes, you know, olive oil, castile, these are the qualities, I don't really see that for liquid soap. And so I want to know if what the differences are. How does that translate? Those are different chemicals, so I feel like there should technically be different reactions besides for the fact that it produces kind of like a solid gel, a gel solid that you then dilute, as opposed to it just being a bar and then you're done. That's the point of this. So in this, I make one fat per liquid soap, and I dilute it with distilled water. And then I try to figure out the qualities of it. Like I take a shower with it and see how it affects my skin. I have dry skin, so what's really important to me is the conditioning factor. But I'm looking at the acid profile in hopes that that gives me some hint of what I can expect when I make the soap. Because there are some qualities like hardness that doesn't matter for liquid soap. Like it doesn't matter how hard it would be. But that acid, well, those acids, because it's a couple ones that affect hardness, are still going to have some type of effect in the liquid soap. And I'm wondering, and I'm kind of afraid if the effect that it's going to have is drying, like it's going to be really drying. Like if a soap says it's hard and bar, then in liquid it's going to be drying or something. There's also things where that they talk about the bubbles. On a good day in May, I don't know about bubbles, whether it's bubbly or creamy. I don't know what creamy is. I'm not good at that. So that's why I include the clip of me washing my hands with the soap so that you can see what creamy or bubbliness that the soap will have. Is there anything else that I need to keep as a I need to say ahead of time? And so also to get like the true quality of the liquid soap, I wash my hands with it and then I wait a little bit and then I start to shower with it for a bit so I can see what its real qualities are on the skin, because I just don't know how much I can use the bar soap qualities for liquid soap, because technically This one we're gonna do Tucuma Butter, and I want to show Tucuma. Don't judge, because I poured it because I like to, because it's not like I'm selling this, so I like to just reuse juice bottles and water bottles that I have instead of throwing them away. And I poured this into it when it was still too hot, so it just looks janky. But just know, if I was selling it, this wouldn't be how it was done. But anyway, Tucuma liquid butter shows a really interesting thing about liquid soaps. Like, can you see how much it looks like milk? That's because liquid soaps have a lot of the same qualities as the fat that made them. And Tucuma is a solid butter, but at different temperatures it can be liquid. Liquid soaps made from natural fats imitate the fat that they come from. Tucuma soap is clear at high temperatures, like Tucuma butter is liquid at high temperatures, and then it turns white at low temperatures. Just like Tucuma, the butter turns solid at low temperatures. I'm fascinated by the simple things in life. Like, I just think that's cool as hell. The butter, you don't know probably. The butter comes from Brazil. It has a very low iodine level. The iodine, from what I could find, it only comes in between 12 and 15. The lower the iodine is in bar soap, the harder the soap will be, and so the higher it is, the softer the soap will be, and more conditioning, while the harder it would be less conditioning. Iodine level in bar soap, for me personally, mean nothing, but in liquid soap it seems like a pattern is starting to form. And so we're going to see, like, at the end if there's a pattern, because like liquid soap, well, the oils and butters themselves have so many other things that factor into what their soap quality will be, that I don't know, I guess this is just a nice outline, or maybe just like a nice hint at what your formula might look like. This one was one of the more interesting acid profiles because it had 4 acids that were of like that were in like significant quantities, like almost, well, not almost, but a good number of the oils and fats will have most or all of the main acids that you think of when you think of like soap making, like oleic and myristic, lauric. They'll have all of them there, but they might be really low, like maybe only 1%. And then like roughly, like normally like 3 kind of really take up the bulk of the acids in the fat. But this one actually had 4. So I found that to be very interesting. The highest one is lauric, which is the acid that everyone loves in coconut butter. If you're a lover of coconut butter, that's typically the acid that make people love the butter. But in bar soap, it is responsible for hardness, being extra cleansing, aka stripping, and for big fluffy lather, big fluffy bubbles. Then the second one is myristic, which provides hardness, extra cleansing, fluffy, bubbly lather. Then you have palmitic and oleic, but palmitic also provides hardness, and then 10 to 17% is oleic, which is conditioning. Now what's scary is that there's only one conditioning acid in there. the rest are all hardening, which I feel like in liquid soap probably means stripping. Okay, so after using it a couple of times in the shower, it is stripping. Like, but it's not as stripping as you think it's gonna be. It's not terribly stripping. But yeah, it is stripping. It's an enjoyable soap, and it cleans. Like, it is a cleaner. Like, you know that nice little squeaky sound that you hear your skin do? It's good for that. Like, it is a cleanser. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this was helpful for anyone. If there's any information that I can include or anything you would like to see when I do it, because I'm gonna redo shea butter and hemp soap, and I'm gonna redo avocado, and I'm gonna redo olive oil, and hope maybe if I get a different vendor for those things, I won't hate Castile soap as much as I do. Just because when I made them before, it was like literally just like, oh, I want to learn how to make liquid soap. Oh, this feels really nice. But I didn't sit down and like really look at its acid profile or anything like that. So I'm going to redo those things. So if there's anything that like you would want to see, or anything you would like for me to cover in these videos, if you do come across this, just also write it down in the comment section, so I can know, because I really do want these particular videos to be a resource for people who like making liquid, well, are like curious about making liquid soap, or maybe you sell soap and you want to move into the liquid soap, or maybe you bought some natural liquid soap and you just want to know about the ingredients in it. Just please comment down what you would want to see.